the great big lie that we've been told about positive thinking. And the big lie and the deception of positive thinking is believing that you can make big changes in your life through the power of positive thinking. You cannot. Let me back this up by saying, I believe in positive thinking. I'm a naturally optimistic, very positive person by my own nature. And yet, positive thinking and optimism was not enough to change my life in any way that really mattered when I really needed and wanted my life to change. Positive thinking does not have the energy behind it or a plan behind it to actually change the way money comes, the way relationships unfold for you, your level of health, your level of spirituality. It doesn't really change any of those because of the vibration that it has. Now, having said that, do I think that you should just go into pessimism and negative thinking? Well, no, of course not, because what you focus on expands. And so we're going to use positive thinking as the tool that it is to help you stay in a better frame of mind. But if you're wanting to bring more money to you, you're not going to get it to you through positive thinking. Let me tell you why. First of all, positivity and positive thinking does not naturally have expectation attached to it. It's finding the silver lining in the clouds. It's finding, the blessings in this situation, which is good. It's a good skill to have, but it doesn't really have a deliberate plan or any expectation behind it to really change your life. It's more like a wish and a prayer and like the Hail Mary pass that you're throwing up to the heavens with your positivity to try to change everything. But it's not actually changing the vibration of your body. Let me give you an example. Now, again, I'm one of the most positive people that I know. I've always been that way, always looked at the bright side of things, yada, yada, yada. Several years ago, when we were in the free fall, about ready to hit our rock bottom financially and in other ways, I remember speaking to a friend about this very thing. And she was telling me that I wasn't doing enough to change. And I was really, really frustrated by that. And she was actually taking a mentor capacity at that time. And so she wasn't being a bad friend. She was being a really fantastic mentor in that session that we were doing together. And she said, you're not actually changing your vibration by being positive. And I was like, well, then why be positive? It's not changing your vibration. And it should be changing it because I'm going into gratitude and I'm listing my blessings and I'm grateful for these things. And she called me out and she said, actually, you're not, because you run in anxiety all day long. And she was right. I could list all of the things that I was thankful for: my health, my family. We could pay some of our bills. We had working vehicles. My husband and I both had jobs. We had a family and there was love in our home, and I could list all of those things, but me being positive about things did not change my anxiety one little bit. It didn't make me feel safe. It didn't make me feel like I was supported. It didn't make me feel certain in the future, not even certain in the present, me just looking at the bright side of everything. And she said, you have to change your vibration because the vibration you're in is anxiety. You're in worry. You're in what if we lose all of our money? What if I lose my business? You're in what if all of this disaster happens? That's actually where your thinking is. And that's where the vibration in your body is calibrated to. It's calibrated to all of this destruction going on. So no matter whether you smile through it and you look at the bright side, you are not changing your vibration. Positivity is not changing your vibration. Holy cow, you're right. Because one thing I am is very coachable, and I am open to what other people are observing, people that I respect and trust and all of that. And I thought, you're absolutely right. Because I am thinking about what if. I am waking up in the middle of the night in anxiety. I am feeling victimized by people who betrayed me. I'm feeling all of these things. So listen to my words. I was feeling so much worry and so much anxiety and regret and guilt and shame and anger and victimization, even though I was saying, oh, but I'm so grateful it's a beautiful day today. And oh, I'm really grateful that we got this paycheck that will make our house payment. And part of this payment, oh, and I am thankful that this food item is on sale so we can eat this week. Oh, I am grateful that this debt collector was kind to me. Like, I was saying the words, but that wasn't changing my vibration. And Bob Proctor has a quote I love. He says, words are just noise. Vibrations never lie. And when I got really clear on that, it's exactly what I was doing. I was lying with my words. I was trying to go into positivity. I was not going into prosperity thinking. Positive thinking and prosperity thinking are two completely different things. One has the ability to change your life, and the other doesn't. Positive thinking does not have the ability to bring you tons of money or a beautiful relationship or the health that you desire or the relationship with God that you want. Prosperity thinking does. Prosperity thinking is a deliberate use of your mind to change the frequency in your body, to change how you're feeling, to change what you're calibrated to. And here's the thing, prosperity thinking, as you get better and better at it, it has expectation that's attached to it. Positive thinking doesn't have expectation attached to it. It's kind of like this naive princess, like, I'm just going to look at the bright side of everything and give people compliments and do my hair and my makeup. And somehow, even though I have no skills and I don't know how anything is going to change, but everything is going to change somehow. It's kind of like what we go into at the beginning of every new year. This year is going to be different. We feel different. We're motivated. We're lit up. We want success. We've got these great big goals, but you're still the same person. And you're still identifying with the same struggles, and you're still identifying as the current version of you. And until you change your identity and you change who you identify as, your life won't change. It's why all we have to do on our goals and our New Year's resolutions is to cross out the date and just put in the current date. You don't even really change any of your goals because you didn't change who you were in order to be able to get your goals. And positive thinking doesn't change who you are, but prosperity thinking does. And prosperity thinking is really, really simple. So as I really digested what my friend was telling me, I thought, oh my word, do you know what my life is? My life is the equivalent of the smiling poo emoji. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube right now and you can relate to this, put the smiling poo emoji in the comment section. Because it was just like, well, life's a turd, but I'm just going to paint a smiley face on it and it's going to pretend it's something else. But it wasn't like, if your life is a smiling poo emoji, you're in positive thinking. You're not in prosperity thinking. And you have to change it. And it's up to you. You have to start thinking different thoughts. You have to start relating to different things and identifying with that next level of you, even before everything changes, because that's actually how you get everything to change. Napoleon Hill puts it really beautifully in his book, Think and Grow Rich. And he talks about poverty thinking, poverty consciousness and money consciousness. And so while certainly there are a lot of people in struggle because they don't have enough money to pay their bills, there are plenty of people who are still in just as much struggle who have more than enough money to pay their bills. Your poverty consciousness and your wealth consciousness is a state of mind, and your bank account has nothing to do with it. Your bank account will change as your consciousness changes. But this is what Napoleon Hill says. He says, poverty is attracted to the one whose mind is favorable to it, as money is attracted to him whose mind has been deliberately prepared to attract it. And through the same laws, poverty consciousness will voluntarily seize the mind which is not occupied with the money consciousness. A poverty consciousness develops without conscious application of habits favorable to it. The money consciousness must be created to order unless one is born with such a consciousness. And 98% of us are not born with such a consciousness, which means that our wealth consciousness must be created to order. It means we must be deliberately preparing to attract what we want to us. This is the crux of success without struggle. It's changing who you identify as. It's changing your thoughts. It's changing your beliefs, because your beliefs create your thoughts and your beliefs create your reality. Literally, they create your reality, because a function of the mind is to make the programs the reality. And so if your life and your thinking is the smiling poo emoji, you're going to get more of that, because your mind is favorable to more pooish circumstances, and you're just going to slap the smiley face on it. So how do we get out of it? We get out of it with prosperous thinking, with prosperity thinking. And a natural byproduct of prosperity thinking is certainty. It is optimism. It is positivity. It is that positive thinking. It is seeing the blessings in all of life's situations. And it is not only listing the things that you're grateful for, but really profoundly feeling gratitude for them. But it doesn't just come. Like, your life does not just change because you're thinking positively with a hope and a prayer that somehow, even though you're not changing, your circumstances will change to fit your desires. You must change into the person who attracts and creates her desires. It's simple. It's not always easy at first, but there are very simple things that you can do, and you weave it in through your day in order to accomplish this. It's why I created the prosperity guide, and I want you to go grab it if you haven't already got it. It's called, you're going to get it at prosperityapproach.com/52 ways. These are 52 different activities, techniques, and exercises that I did to get myself out of the deception of positive thinking and into creating the life I desired through prosperity thinking. It's about expansion. It's about growth. It's no longer the smiling poo emoji. It's using it as fertilizer for your garden instead of just like, here it is, and this is what it has to be. Now, again, poverty thinking and lack and scarcity thinking has very little to do with how much money is in our account. Success without struggle is all about prosperity thinking. It's not about positive thinking. So why are there 52 different ways? Is because you can pick one activity a week for a year, and your whole life will change because you have changed. You can go in any order you want. You can do 2 or 3 at a time. I don't care how you do it. I'm flexible. But these are boots on the ground strategies that are going to help you get out of positive thinking and into prosperity thinking so that you can literally change your life. So if that's what you want to do and you want to get to that next level in your relationships, in your health, in your money, in your business, in your spirituality, this is going to help you so much. So go grab that. Again, it's at prosperityapproach.com/52 ways. It's the number 52 ways. And until next time, remember, prosperity becomes you.